it is a choice whether or not I wish to be a citizen. You're telling me I have to. You're saying I don't have a choice in the matter.
You don't.
Really?
Morning, everybody. Well, last week I had to go to, well, didn't have to, I chose to go and give a man that I knew that was going to court some support at Auckland Central Court. His name is Jamie Lockett. Met a couple of other interesting fellas. Hi all. Now, when I was in there, there was, of course, Auckland Court runs as fast as a snail. So, first off I parked in what's called the Civic car park. I was there for, would have been just over an hour, and was charged $6 for the parking, which wasn't too bad considering it's Auckland CBD. Now, the hearing in the morning was at 10 o'clock. That was adjourned until after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I went and had some fun with the parking meter people on Queen Street and did a few bits of footage, which I'll in turn post up for you guys to see in due course once I've edited them all up for you. But what I chose to do in the afternoon around 2 o'clock was to head back to the Auckland Central Court, and I parked at the Auckland Central car park, Wilson's car park, directly opposite Auckland Central District Court. Now I granted didn't take any notice of the charges. I just parked thinking, you know, it's just like the other one, it shouldn't cost me too much. So anyway, while I was in there, and after I was there for, would have been just under 3 hours, I think it was, 2.5, 3 hours, I'm not 100% certain. According to the Wilson's ticket here, I went in there at 13:33, so 1:30 I parked. Now after being there for, we got out of the court probably just after 4:30, so yeah, it may have been 3 hours. I then went to the Wilson's car park. Now they have one of those pay things that you do with your EFTPOS or your Visa or cash, and they have one on the ground level and one on level 3. I was parked on level 4 or 5. So I first off go into level 3 and I try paying. Now the machine asks you to put in your card, then pull out your card, then select the account, and then generally asks you to put in the PIN number, and all's fine. I put in the card, $52.50 they wanted from me for 3 hours parking, which I just thought was daylight robbery. So after, you know, I had the money, I could have happily paid it. So I put in my EFTPOS card. At the point where it tells me to select the account, be it check, savings, credit, which I did, it then just clicked back and asked me to put the card back in again. It didn't get to the point of asking me for my PIN number, so I couldn't finish the processing of the payment. I was just using a standard EFTPOS card, not a Visa, not a direct debit, nothing like that. So after I tried that several times and I witnessed other, you know, customers, they were happily having no problems paying, I ran 3 flights or 4 flights down to ground level and tried that machine, thinking possibly it's the machine. Same thing occurred. Put the card in, pull the card out, press check, expecting to put the PIN number in, nothing. It just kept repeating, regurgitating the same steps. Never got round to actually wanting to tender the payment I was trying to offer. So I rang the 0800 number and I struck a man who, after explaining what had happened, he says, oh well, there's got to be something wrong with the machine. And I go, well no, because other people are using it. He asked me if I had a direct debit or Visa card. No, I don't need one. I have an EFTPOS card with money on it. He even asked me if I wanted to run down the road and get some cash out and try doing it that way. No, I didn't, because that would have just cost me more in the long run, and they're not paying me to run around. I had payment on an EFTPOS card that they couldn't process through no fault of my own. Their system wouldn't process my card. I was happy to tender payment. They couldn't process it. So I rang them up. They says, oh well, we'll send a tech out in the next couple of minutes, or I'll ring the manager in the next couple of minutes. Drive down to level 3 and try it again. He got me to go down, press the lost ticket button, get another ticket out, and all the rest of the guff, but no success. So as I'm just pulling down and parking, he brings me back, and he tells me, wouldn't believe it, well, I'll let the footage actually show you what happens then, but that's basically the gist of what happened up to that point. $52.50 they try charging me for parking for 3 hours in a car park, and just as blind luck would have it, I guess I just happened to have things happen that way. I guess it's good fortune, that my EFTPOS card didn't work for them and they had to let me out. They couldn't hold me there any longer because, technically speaking, that's kind of kidnapping. You can't keep someone there when they're willing to tender payment and leave. So in the end, they pushed a button from wherever he was sitting on the phone and opened up the door and let me out. There was no mention of making the payment afterwards, no bills going to be sent out, nothing like that. It was just off the hook, $52. So occasionally, good fortune does come to those who I suppose deserve it. Anyway, I've still got the Wilson's ticket. I might laminate it and frame it because it's a $52 ticket there. I ain't bloody going back, but I can guarantee that I will be parking there again, and I can guarantee that I will be using the same card to attempt to pay again. And if their system can't process it, well, that's just Wilson's problem, not mine. Anyway, see you later. Okay, so I'm at Wilson's car park for 3.5 hours. $52 fucking dollars they want to charge me. Hello? Oh yes, hi.
Is the paying machine not working for your payment at City Center number?
Correct.
Yeah, are you in the exit now? I have to let you out from there because supervisor is very far away from the car park, so
Okay. Okay. I'm at gate number 3. So you want me just to go through it? Okay, I'll just do that now. Oh, thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Lovely. Ain't getting nothing. So how's that? They can't send someone to let me out, so they had to let me go. Brilliant.